Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're passing through, welcome and please hit the likes button. And if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and also the likes button. So today I wanted to come on and I'm here for day 4 of vlogging for December, but I wanted to come on and my channel is geared towards the foster care system and the foster care children. And so as you see with my title, it is what the foster children want you to know. And as we're approaching the holidays, the Christmas holidays, and there are a lot of children in the foster care system and a lot of children that are still in homes and not with families. You know, a lot of the foster care children go into the homes, and a lot of the foster parents or just adults out there, period, want, you know, they get a bad rap, the foster care children. And so when they're going into these homes, you know, a lot of people think that, you know, the children are just messed up and they're, you know, disrespectful and they're just bad kids. And they're really not. And the reason I know this, because I am a foster care child. I grew up in foster care from the time that I was 12 up until I was 18. And I think I told you this, if you go back and watch the start of my video when I first started my channel, I did explain to you a little bit about my journey in the foster care system and how I was blessed to find a foster grandmother. What children want in the foster care system, and when they go in, they want someone to love them. And the reason that they act out is because they are broken. They're going into one home and they're scared. So they, of course, they're going to act out in those situations. They're not trusting the people that they're going into the homes. And you have to understand that they're coming from one abused home into another situation where they're unsure. So I think when you're going to foster any child that has come out of a broken home, you need to understand where these children are coming from and what they're dealing with and what you're going to be dealing with. So to answer questions for anyone thinking of bringing a foster child into your home, you need to understand what that child is thinking and how that child is feeling and what is going through their mind. You know, they're afraid. They just came out of an abusive situation where they were essayed or they were, you know, traumatized in ways that you can't even imagine. And so when they're coming into your home, the only thing that they're thinking about is defending themselves and protecting themselves from another situation, because they're not for sure what situation they're going to be walking into. So they're going to feel protected, and they're going to, especially if they have siblings coming in to that situation with them, they're going to try to do everything in their power to protect their siblings as well as them. They're going to have behaviors that they've never had before. They're going to, you know, of course, they're going to act out because the only thing that they've ever seen is this negative behavior. They've never seen a loving home. They've never seen parents that treated them a certain type of way. So when you're taking in these children that have had problems and traumas, you know, of course, it's going to be different from what you've seen, but you have to be patient with them. And I've heard a lot of people speak negatively of children coming into the home and saying, oh, they're just bad and they're this, they're that, and the other. And that is so harsh to say that about someone that has been abused. You know, you don't know that because you're living in a home that is normal, you know, and children that you've raised as normal. And these children don't get a chance at a normal life because they've never had one. The only thing that they've seen is what is somewhat normal to them and what they've come out of. So when you're taking in these children, it's unfair to sit and call them bad, or, they're just, obnoxious, or just throw them away to society because, their society has treated them um, poorly, and has done a disservice to them, the people that they've had to deal with, that has treated them poorly. So when you're dealing with a child that has grown up in foster care, I think that you need to really think about what you're taking in, and really be understanding about how you speak and deal with that child before taking them in. I think that, especially at Christmas time, I often think about the children that are in foster care, and that, they do want just a simple place to stay. They want a simple life. They want a simple, just someone to put their arms around, a simple present, a simple place a simple safe place, a simple bed to sleep in without being essayed every night, or abused. I hope I can say that on YouTube. They want that simple life, a simple mother's love. They just want to fit in. And so I hear so many people, saying, especially about even the older foster children, the teenage foster children, or even adults, oh, they're just ruined because they were in foster care. They grew up as a foster child, and that's just their personality, or that's just the way they are. And I think it's just so unfair, and it's so unkind to judge someone because they were in foster care, because of what their abusers did to them as children. It is unfair to judge them for what they went through as children. It wasn't their fault because they had to grow up in foster care, and because what they went through. And of course, every child that grew up in foster care or through the foster care system is going to have some type of PTSD. And I say that throughout their life, some type of triggers throughout their life, because they've gone through traumas. There's always going to be some type of trigger, and they're going to have that trigger throughout their life, going through their life as adults. They're going to have those triggers. And so, I think that, people need to be very understanding in this society, because sometimes, and look at the people that caused this to these children. If they had the family and the parents that stood by them, then maybe they would not have had to go through the system. And the parents that, and I don't, I say this to say that, I say that to say this, the parents that even abused them, they had problems with their parents. So it's just it's a revolving cycle. And I'm not excusing anybody's behavior, but I'm saying, let's not take in foster children for financial gain. That's taking them in for the wrong reasons. And I hear so many stories about people taking in foster children for financial gain, and not for the love and the support that they need. And I think that when you take in a child, I think that you need to really take in that child to help that child emotionally, and to give them a stable place and a peace of mind, and help their broken soul, and to give them, to nurture them, to give them a loving and stable environment to live in. And I think that as human beings, but more so for a child, I think that that's what children and foster children want, is just a loving and stable place, safe to lay their heads, and someone to care and to love them. And when they make a mistake, not to be punished, or, I mean, in a harsh way, not to be punished in a harsh way, and not to always be called bad or ridiculed for everything that they do, but to be corrected in a positive reinforcement, something different than what they are used to. They don't want to go into another bad situation. And sometimes when they're going into a home that is a loving home, and the first time that they're corrected, they're like, oh my gosh, what is this? Is this unreal? Because they've never experienced that kind of that kind of punishment, I should say, or that constructive criticism, because they're always used to the rough constructive criticism, the one where they're made to go into their room and not eat for 2 or 3 days, or not have water, or to be locked in a certain place for 3 or 4 days, or just so all they want is someone to love them, to show them the right way in life. They want food to eat. They want, nice clothes. They want to go to school and experience all the things that they see these children that go to school. They want the normal things. They want the nice clothes that they see the other children wear. They want the cell phones that they see the other kids wear. They want, the lunches. They want the things that they see their friends wearing. They want those same things. That's all they want. They just want a normal life. That's what they want. They don't want to be called names, and to be put down, and to be, awed every time they go home, or to worry about what's going to happen when they get home, or what, is the next, when is the next time they're going to be essayed or sold to the next person, or what's going to, they don't want that. They want a loving environment. They want to know that when they wake up in the morning, that they're going to have breakfast, and they're going to have that mom that's going to come and give them a hug and a kiss, or a book being read. They want the normal life as well. So when you're taking in the foster children, take them in for the right reasons, and that's for to nourish them, and to love them, and to steer them as you would do your own children, to give them a nice, clean home and a comfortable environment to live in. And I'm speaking because I was a foster child, and that's what I wanted. So this is coming from a straight foster child. So take the foster children in for the right reasons, and not take them in for the financial gain. But know what you're getting yourself into when you do. And if you don't have the heart, and you don't have the right intentions, then don't do it. Because what you're going to do is you're just going to drive them further and further into a deeper hurt than they would ever experience. And no, I don't claim to be a counselor or a psychiatrist or a therapist. It's just coming from somebody who experienced the foster care system firsthand, and someone that knows what a foster care child wants and needed firsthand. So here at Christmas time, please pray for all of our foster care children out there. My daughter, both of them work for facilities that take care of children in need. And so I ask that you say an extra prayer for those children out there that, need, placements. Please pray for those children that they get the good placements that they need, and that they find the good foster homes that they need, and, pray for their well-being. We need to, as I always say, protect our children. And as this Christmas time is coming up, and as we have our own children, we need to really protect these children that are coming up, and make sure that, we pray for them and keep them safe as well. So that is my video for today. I hope you guys share this and you put a thumbs up for this video. And like I said, please pray for our foster care children out there. And I will be back again tomorrow with another video. And I didn't mean to put a damper, but I just wanted to kind of share again for the holiday season. There are a lot of children out there that, need our support. And if you haven't donated to like Kids for Tots or anything, I just donated to our church for Toys for Joy. Go out and just, do that as well for your local children's organizations or anything like that. But thank you again so much for watching my channel. Please hit the subscribe button and also the likes button. And thank you so much again for watching. And I will see you all tomorrow. And I also wanted to say yesterday on my video, that's not all we give for the sentimental gifts, but that's one gift that we give. We do go out and buy gifts for our family, but we also do just one sentimental gift, just so you know. But thank you all so much for watching. And I hope this video touches one person at least. Thank you so much. Bye.